EndSARS protests. Fresh crisis looms as youths threaten to commence protests in Lagos, Abuja tomorrow. Hello everyone, welcome back to Greenfield Media. Thank you for following us. We hope you're doing well. We want to please ask you to like this post and share with your friends, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Let us know what you think about this story in the comment section also. Thank you again for following us, and may God bless you. So the Nigerian youths have given an announcement, and is even promoting it via the social media, that tomorrow, Monday, they are going to resume the EndSARS protests across the country, because the government has decided to clamp down on the EndSARS protest campaign. You know, the promoters, those that had facilitated or helped the protesters and organized the protests. So let's hear what they are saying they are going to do tomorrow, and rightly so too. So Nigerian youths appear to be bracing up for a showdown with the federal government as they have vowed to return to the streets for what they described as the second wave of the EndSARS protests, warning that no amount of intimidation from the government or security agencies will stop their demonstration. Journalists have gathered on Saturday that the planned protest is coming against the backdrop of perceived clampdown by government on prominent members of the EndSARS campaign, as their bank accounts were frozen by the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) on Friday, while some were said to have been stopped from traveling out of the country. A federal high court judge had ordered that the bank accounts be frozen for a period of 90 days pending the outcome of investigation and inquiry currently being conducted by the Apex Bank. It was further gathered that many of those affected were prominent during the last month's nationwide protest, which attracted global attention as thousands of people campaigned for an end to police brutality and abuse of power. The president of the Nigerian Bar Association (NBA), Olumide Akpata, also faulted the government for clamping down on EndSARS promoters, describing the action of the government as unfortunate. Akpata said in a Facebook post that it was unfortunate that notable EndSARS promoters like Modupe Odele and DJ Switch and others were being hounded by the government, while others had their bank accounts frozen. Activist and public commentator Aisha Yesufu said it was unfortunate that the Apex Bank didn't freeze the accounts of corrupt SARS officers who extort money from citizens, but was hounding innocent protesters. Quoting Aisha Yesufu, CBN did not block the account of the numerous SARS officers who were alleged to have extorted money from the citizens at gunpoint, forcing them to transfer money to their accounts, but it blocked the account of those who protested the extortion and killings by SARS officers. End of quote. So young Nigerians who took to social media accounts or platforms, especially on Twitter, said the government was calling for anarchy by freezing accounts of the same people who have been invited to be part of the judicial panel probing the alleged shootings. Journalists have gathered that youths across the country have begun to mobilize ahead of another protest as they vow to occupy CBN administrative quarters in Abuja on Monday and some parts of Lagos if the government refused to shift ground. They demanded that the immediate release of international passports of those that were the promoters of EndSARS, that their passports should be released immediately, saying the government may be calling for anarchy. So it's done. It should happen. At this rate, the government is totally insincere. How would you say that you have given in to the demands of the protest and you are going to do what the protesters asked for, while you go ahead and arrest one of the panelists that you, the government, had appointed? So you are talking out both sides of your mouth. You are saying something and doing another thing. Your action is not following your words in this case. I'm just perplexed. Is it that the government doesn't have advisors? So the advisors now told them that this is the line of action that will bring peace or reduce the restiveness of the youth. This was ill-advised. The federal government has now turned into an investigative arm of the government that is going to investigate a protest or what. It's just funny and sad. Let us know what you think about the story in the comment section, please. Thank you again for following us. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. God bless you.